loss started as early as 4 weeks. You know, in our practice, we say if you lose more than 5% body weight, it is good for a lot of cardiovascular factors. Whereas it was seen more than 10% weight loss was seen in majority of patients with 5 milligram tirzepatide, whereas 2/3 patients on 15 milligram Manjaro lost more than 20% weight. So not only weight loss, but there was also improvement in body composition. There's greater reduction in the fat mass than in the lean body mass. And also fat mass reduction was accompanied by reduction in the visceral fat. So if we talk about other benefits, not only weight loss or diabetes management, one is STRIDE trial, which showed it was a dedicated trial with GLP-1 receptor analog, which examined functional outcome in patients with peripheral artery disease and type 2 diabetes. You see, it improved maximum walking distance by 13% in those patients with peripheral arterial disease as compared to placebo. Then another very important complication or patient we are seeing in our practice every day now is those with liver fibrosis or MASH. It is the first and only GLP-1 receptor analog, that is semaglutide, which showed benefit for patients with MASH and advanced to moderate to advanced liver fibrosis. And this is an ESSENCE trial. You see, with 2.5 milligram Wegovy, 37% patient had improved fibrosis as compared to 23% with placebo. Whereas MASH resolution was seen in 63% patients with Wegovy 2.4 milligram as compared to placebo 34%. Another trial, that is SELECT trial, the largest CV outcome trial, it showed semaglutide 2.4 milligram had proven MACE reduction in patients with overweight or obesity and CVD without diabetes. The MACE reduction was 20%. And MACE means major adverse cardiovascular events. So seeing this result, European Society of Endocrinology has recommended GLP-1 receptor agonist semaglutide should be considered in patients with overweight or obesity and chronic cardiac syndrome without diabetes to reduce CV mortality, MI or stroke. Now, another benefit, more than half of the patients who are pre-diabetics, they reverse to normal glycemia at 104 weeks with semaglutide 2.4 milligram, whereas those on placebo, their glycemic level worsened. Another important trial, FLOW trial. The results were so good the trial was stopped in between prematurely. It indicated that semaglutide significantly improved kidney and cardiovascular outcome in patients with type 2 diabetes and CKD. The key findings include 24% reduction in risk of major kidney events like kidney failure and CV death, 18% reduction in MACE, 20% reduction in all mortality, and also it led to it slowed the decline in EGFR and 32% reduction in UACR. So we have got other benefits also, like in proven benefit in OSA, osteoarthritis, and there are some benefits and studies are going on. Maybe we get the results in the future in patients with Parkinson, neuroendocrine tumors, and polycystic syndrome. So if we go about how miracle, this is a breakthrough miracle which occurs with these drugs. We've got all the drugs, and its slide shows mean weight changes in major trial with FDA-approved anti-obesity medicine. You see, all other available drugs, the weight loss around 5 to 6.7%. But these drugs, like semaglutide and tirzepatide, has shown weight loss to the tune of 15 to 20%. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ajay sir, for taking us through how good these drugs seems to be. But then I'm going to show you the other side of these drugs and how I believe that this is not the miracle that Ajay sir has talked about, but rather maybe a misguided shortcut. Can I have my slides, please? आपने टाइम पहले ऑन कर दिया, स्लाइड्स ऑन नहीं करी. All right then. So, taking you through what I feel that this is just going to be a stairways that are gonna break soon. So it's nothing but just a misguided shortcut. So the sir talked about that we've been losing 15 to 20% of body weight. How it's a miracle drug, and it's true. The market has risen more than 700. But he did not talk about that there is an environmental issue and that this kind of is going to be a lifelong subscription model that he is selling. And I think that we are mistaking a symptoms that needs to be suppressed for a cure. And I'll take you through the cycles of shortcuts. In 1900, the first anti-obesity drug that we had was tape. Can you believe it? It used to come into a small bottle, and the salesman would go from house to house and say, if you want to lose form, take tape form, and whatever you eat, it's not gonna get absorbed. Then in 1920s, we had cigarettes. The first FDA-approved anti-obesity drug was nicotine. In 2026, we are laughing at that idea. In 1930, it was dinitrophenol. Can you believe it? Something that is used as pesticides was marketed as weight loss drug. Fatal hypothermias and cataracts were there. There was, explosions in the industry. So then we had the Fen, the famous drug in the 1990s, and which led to valvular heart damage and so many cardiac surgeries. Then we had lorcaserin. I remember that when I was reading my MBBS book, one of the only two drugs approved at that time was lorcaserin and orlistat. And then again, it was FDA withdraw it, apologized for it publicly, and said that it increased cancer risk. And now in 2020, we are still debating this is going to be a miracle drug really after one century. Look at the advertisements that he had. Munjaro, weight loss, Wegovy, you can choose your weight. Do you know what these advertisements remind me of? If you want to lose weight, reach for Lucky. Lucky was a cigarette brand. If the girl in the last slide is telling us that I know an easy way to keep from getting fat. Try to Lucky instead of eating sweets. That's it. We are back to 1920s and we are still selling cigarettes. All of this is just an illusion of safety. And why I'm saying that? Because safety has always been a lagging indicator. We can't say in 5 years or 6 years that this is going to be the safe drug. That is what FDA approval has told us that after a decade, they inevitably have to withdraw the drugs because of something or the other. I mean, look at lorcaserin, a case study in reality. In 2012, approved. 2020 withdrawn. It took 8 years for them to accept the signals that they were generating were real. And that is the question. I mean, there are cancer signals that are still being generated by GLP-1s, thyroid C cells. There are signals. I understand that statistically data does not say that, but let's not ignore the signals that are there. Lorcaserin has taught us that. And then why are we being rule with our GI system? I mean, paralysis is not a side effect. It's the mechanism by which this drug works. At least it's one of the major mechanisms. Causes gastroparesis. Wow. Patients not gonna eat. Bowel obstruction. Patients not gonna eat. Pancreatitis. Patients not gonna eat. I mean, obviously the weight loss is gonna be there. So we are causing pathological organ dysfunction and saying that it's gonna lead to cosmetic results, and that's how it works. Whom are we kidding? And it's not just the gut, but the new anti-obesity drugs even work at the level of the brain. It suppresses the reward system. You don't feel like eating. You don't enjoy eating. And you stop eating. And we are happy that the hedonic pathways are suppressed. Nobody's eating. Everybody's losing weight. But what about the side effects? People stop enjoying life per se. And this is not me who's saying that. Recent study from the Canada published in 2024, where these drugs are paid by the insurance. They found that at 2 years, the continuation rate is just 20 to 25%, despite the NHS paying for them, because people leave it. They say that we have stopped enjoying life once we've been on this drug. That's the thing. And because it increases the incentive gap. So because the drugs are so effective, patients don't build a behavioral modification that they want. They stop exercising. They stop thinking about portion control because they're not having that much portion control. So once the drugs are taken off, there is no behavioral change that have been adapted, and there is a rebound weight gain. That is what Dr. Sam West said, that when the treatment stopped, the coping skills that we needed were not there, and there is a rebound weight gain. And it's going to happen along with the fact that there is going to be a muscle loss, which Dr. Rajay did not talk about. He just said that it's going to be a predominantly fat loss. I agree, it's gonna be predominantly fat loss, but there's gonna be a muscle loss. And Indians, we are anyway low in muscles. So, we have to be much more careful. And when we lose muscle, we lose our BMR and we are not able to increase the thermic effect of food. And what happens when the chemical that had been silencing our desires to eat is taken off? Ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, it spikes. Leptin, which is a satiety hormone, it crashes. Metabolic rate drops because there is no muscle and there is no coping skills, and suddenly there is gonna be a rebound weight gain. And that is what all the trials have shown. If we look at the step 1 follow-up trial, so the step 1, up till the person was on treatment, very effective. As soon as the treatment stopped, there was a rebound weight gain, and everybody returns to their baseline at 2 years after stopping the drug. Cardiometabolic markers, whatever benefits we see, every marker returns to baseline at 1.5 years. And there is going to be a rebound effect because adherence is not there. Either it may be because of the cost, because of the fact that there are side effects, because they stop losing weight, because they stop enjoying life, whatever they may be. Scientific evidence shows that at 1 year, 50% discontinuation rate, and this is what even I've seen in my clinical practice. It's been 10 months since we've had these drugs, since we've not more than 70% continuation is happening. So if you stop the drugs, there is a rebound gain. That means you are subscribing for life to these drugs. You want to be dependent. There is no cure. So let's stop selling the cure and let's not ignore the system. We are gaining weight because of the environment where there is an ultra-processed food, there is high sugar content, and these drugs do not change that. And the surprising thing, because once people were on tirzepatide and semaglutide, they stopped eating. So in markets, in supermarkets, the food, they suddenly were not selling as well as they could. So what people have started doing, they've started cut down the portion of the food and they're marketing it as GLP-1 friendly. Instead of giving 2 burritos, they're giving 2, marketing it as GLP-1 friendly, but still not eating. We need structural and behavioral reform. We need like the Chilean model where we start having sugar tax, fat tax, or we need an Amsterdam model where the society takes it upon them to start being family and going out for walks. So this is the era that I'm talking about. We had the fad. Right now we are in the pharma era, but if we want to progress and sustain this, we need to have a era where and family values are taken, and they are the drivers of the weight loss. So my last slide, we need not get confused with misguided shot. I believe that it's a misguided because true health can be injected. It requires not chemical suppression.
I think I'll be a very most. Can I have the slide, please? Slide. Hello. Can I have the first slide? Yes. Without wasting any time, I think I'll give you a very balanced approach. Most important slide. Why we have this debate today? Because obesity kills. I'm not mincing my words. Obesity kills. And as obesity rises, there's a direct link between obesity and mortality. So it is very important to control the obesity. So today I'm going to present my perspective. And that is a surgeon's perspective, the role of bariatric surgery in the era of GLP-1 agonists. Today we have so many. So first of all, let me reiterate that bariatric surgery or any other is nothing is a quick fix solution. So obesity is a lifestyle disorder. So the compliance of the patient is paramount, and surgery itself or GLP-1 itself is not going to produce anything. So weight regain itself or GLP-1 itself. So weight is going to happen to modify life. Counsel the patient that he is no insurance so important. Unless he wants the first don't surgery time to make patient choose the injection. So it is very important. As a surgeon, I would say that we must choose our patients very well. Primum non nocere. First, don't harm the patient. You go ahead with bariatric surgery. Sometimes you make your patient choose the surgery very well. Again, it is very important to understand that our Indian patient is a little different from the Caucasian counterpart because the metabolic syndrome is occurring at a lower BMI. These patients are more prone to diabetes. They are low in carbohydrates. Their protein content is low. So they cannot be treated in the same parameter as a Caucasian counterpart. So if you see the evolution of obesity, which is obesity and diabetes combined, as I think my previous speakers have said, that the shift has changed from pharmacy to metabolic surgery, which happened around 2005, And now this boom of GLP-1 agonist era, where everybody is being injected for the purpose of weight loss. So the GLP-1 revolution is a powerful tool in our arsenal. Responsibility. If you see the consensus meet of 2009, they have treated the Asian population different from the Caucasian population, and for the Asian population, bariatric surgery can be offered at a lower BMI, 32.5. Will how does surgery help? How is the surgery count both points? Able to it changes the maintain weight loss, produces some amount of and changes the chemistry of the body. So all the good in the body become a shift in the set point, every patient point. That is why you do a little thing, you lose weight, you start something and you come back. So surgery does, it changes the set point. Your intake decreases, you lose weight and then loss. Bariatric surgery is actually opposite of dieting. When a person is dieting or taking because then they are happy as they become human sometime. You don't need to diet, after some time you lose weight. Bariatric surgery. And you see the enterohormones, all these enterohormones which are good for body, improve insulin resistance, they improve after bariatric surgery. And if you compare all these therapies, still bariatric 50 to and maintain, that is the most important. Compare metabolic surgery with GLP-1, what important is that GLP-1 agonists, you need to take them lifelong. So there is a cost involved. If you see the comparison which have been done in US and other countries, still metabolic surgery is still cheaper because it is the one-time cost and it is not a repetitive cost and you don't regain weight. Also, if you see the adherence challenge, that GLP-1, the studies have now shown that after 2 years, the discontinuation rate is as high as 72.2%. So that means only 20 to 25% of the patient continue with the medication, the rest get fed up with the side effects or the cost or whatever and stop. But don't they have any role? Yes, GLP-1 and again they have role, metabolic de-risking, they help in the liver shrinkage, improve the fatty liver. For surgeons, the initial that weight loss which happens after GLP-1 helps us in surgery because the left lobe of the liver becomes lighter and we can operate better in super obese patients. And also sometimes when we have this post-operative regain of the weight after 5 or 6 years, when patients start misbehaving or I would say become non-compliant, these GLP-1 agonists can be used. So if you ask for surgeon's perspective, yes, GLP-1 has a role, a phenomenal medical tool, but it has to be taken with a lot of responsibility. These are medicines which have a strong effect, so they have strong side effects also. And if you monitor them well, for example, one of these rare side effects is loss of vision. So all of our patients, before starting GLP-1, we send them to an ophthalmologist to examine their cup size, and we find their cup size is small. We will not put them on GLP-1. Also, it is very important that we must counsel these patients that they have to do regular exercises, first of all, daily walks, 30 minutes. Next step, at least 2 days of yoga. Next step, 2 days of weight training. Weight training is the most important thing because these patients become sarcopenic, they lose muscle. So we must monitor on all their visits that are they losing fat or are they losing muscles. So if you do a very monitored, structured weight loss program, combining Dr. Setu and Dr. Ajay Agarwal and the nutritionist is very important, and the surgeon whenever he is required, because he is required for the morbidly obese and the super obese, because medicine alone is not going to affect. So I think together we can all great. And quickly I'll just share the results of Gangaram Hospital last 2 decades of metabolic surgery. You find that great resolution, diabetic parameters improve, anthropometric indices use, resistance improve, C-peptides improve, gut hormones improve, the quality of life index improves dramatically, physical quality, mental quality, sleep quality, everything improves. But this is possible only with teamwork. I don't think alone a surgeon can achieve anything, alone an endocrinologist can achieve everything, and we have to hold the hand of the nutritionist first to get what we really want to desire. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Vandana. Today I will be taking you to newer options for weight loss. Where are we heading? Humans were designed to move to survive, just like other living beings. Today, food has changed. Movement is minimal and stress is high. Our biology hasn't changed, but our environment has. The body responds by storing energy and leading to obesity. That is why obesity is chronic, progressive, and relapsing. It is not a failure of willpower, but a disease that needs long term care. As our respected daughters have just discussed, we have very newer options for weight loss like dietary supplements, fat diets, pharmacotherapy, digital tools, and even bariatric surgery. But the key question is these tools replacing lifestyle and nutrition? No matter which intervention we use, the patients are at the center, and the patient is at the center. The success of any method depends upon the patient's engages. Many patients use trendy diets like L-carnitine, fiber supplements, meal replacements for weight loss. Majority of them are marketing gimmicks. Medical nutrition therapy and lifestyle modification remain the cornerstone of obesity prevention and long-term management. This slide highlights the fat diets, following fat diets such as intermittent fasting, ketogenic diet, detox diet, etc. Evidence shows that intermittent fasting and calorie restrictions produces similar short-term weight losses, but most studies being small and of limited durations. Diet like keto may cause rapid initial loss, but mainly due to the fluid loss and have important contraindications in chronic diseases. Many fat diets they may worsen outcomes in individuals with chronic conditions. These diets are often designed for disease-specific management and not for long-term weight loss. Sustainable weight management requires balance, individualized nutrition, and restrictive diet results. App-based, they help to track daily routines, meals, and calories, increasing awareness of what and how much we eat. These apps should be used to assist and complement, but not replace dietitian-led advice for safe, effective, and sustainable outcomes. Our parents and grandparents stayed healthier, not because of gyms or supplements, but because life naturally included movement, home foods, sunlight, and sleep. Today, we replace the basics with the screens, sitting, and processed foods. Health isn't lost overnight. It is lost when simple daily habits disappear. Reclaim them. India is facing a metabolic mismatch. Our plates are high in refined carbohydrates, low in proteins, and quality fats. Study shows that calorie intake may be adequate, but yet nutrient balance is not. The fix isn't eating less, but eating right. Fewer refined carbohydrates, more protein. To the problem is diet. Weight control targets should be smart. S stands for specific, a balanced diet planned as per individual needs, measurable, portion control, and measurable changes such as plate waste, achievable goals reached in a smooth and sustainable manner, no crash diets. Rewarding, you feel rewarded as weight loss happens gradually. This improves motivation. Timely meal timing is maintained, 6 frequent meals, 2 snacks, small snacks. So we should eat less crap and more food. Calories drive weight loss, but precision nutrition drives health. Precision nutrients goes beyond calories to gut microbiome, inflammation, physical activity, mental well-being, and sleep quality, leading to better metabolic improvement. Targeted nutrition improves metabolic outcome and quality of life. Key strategies for weight management includes choosing whole and minimally processed foods, reading food labels to identify excess sugar, salt, and healthy fats, practicing portion controls to avoid overconsumption. Prevention should begin early in life with regular physical activity, balanced meal, adequate sleep, and reduced screen time. A balanced diet should include carbohydrates from 40 to 60% of total calories, 15 to 20 of proteins from total calories, and 30% from fats. And enjoying your favorite foods doesn't have to mean compromising health. Simple swaps can significantly enhance nutrition content while keeping the taste intact. For example, even a pav bhaji can be made healthier by avoiding butter, use whole wheat, ragi paos, consume lots of salads. Burgers, pizzas, sandwiches, mughlai, and Italian foods can also be modified by opting whole grains, grilled preparations, minimal oil, and lighter sauces. Obesity should be a multidisciplinary team approach. Integrated care delivers better outcomes than isolated interventions. As we conclude, remember that nutrition is never about one food or one meal. It's about understanding what, when, where, why, and ways to eat. Every individual is unique, and a dietitian looks beyond calories to your lifestyle, habits, culture, healthy needs, and mindset. Small mindful choices practiced consistently, right proportions, balanced meals, healthy cooking, and active living creates lasting health. Eat well, live well, and let food support your body, not burden it. Thank you.
Let me thank all the speakers for a very nice elucidation of the recent concepts in management of obesity. What Dr. Ajay Agarwal has told us, he has surpassed and surmounted all the trials available in the world literature, which tell us how the weight loss has been very well controlled. But he didn't mention to us that every 30% of the weight which we lose, we tend to lose in the form of muscle. And muscle is the most important organ in the body to maintain a physiological homeostasis. We had an excellent counter argument by his colleague, Dr. Setu, who navigated us through the GI Roulette, in which he showed that we are trying to tread a path of misguided shortcut. But maybe, Setu, we can have a guided shortcut. There is no doubt. It is a misguided because, the type of the money the pharmaceutical companies are earning, you'll be surprised to know this company called Eli Lilly, which has come up with this wonder molecule called tirzepatide, which is a dual GIP and GLP agonist, has surpassed 1 trillion economy, which is economy which is more than 100 countries clubbed together. So first pharma company ever have to amass that much of the wealth. So Setu, I think we can have a guided, this is a wonder drug, no doubt, because it has a pan-GI effect, it has a central effect, it has an effect on the lipid metabolism and glucose metabolism. So we can have a guided rather than a misguided shortcut. Finally, and as Dr. Sudhir Kalan has told us, surgery is the answer, and surgeons are always the savior of all adventurists like gastroenterologists, nephrologists. Whenever you want to go and do something, some misadventure helps occurs, and surgeons are always saviors. Similarly, in a person who has a BMI of more than 40 or more than 35 plus comorbidities, surgeons are there always. So we do not challenge their need for being in this multi-team speciality homework. But the problem is patients are not willing to undergo surgery. for different reasons. Maybe it is reluctance on our part to explain to them. For me, when we see the patient with fatty liver disease, you tell them you are 2 Bs, nothing will happen with medicine, go and get operated. वो कहते हैं डॉक्टर साहब हम तो फैटी लिवर के लिए आप आए आप तो सर्जरी की बात करें. They are not interested in getting operated. So it's high time we take consideration of everybody's aspects into one single stream rolling and try to give best to what is available to the patient. If you look at the trajectory of obesity, this is the burgeoning epidemic, and this is a price which we are paying for our increasing GDP. This is a price which we are paying our economic independence, and this is the price we are paying for our green revolution of excessive food. As Dr. Vandana said, we were born by the God, we were given the birth for the God to eat food. At a time when there was a scarcity of the food, there was something called hunter syndrome, in which the naked man would hunt for ages to get a prey to catch hold of it. At that time, there was no food which was available. So our genes are something called thrifty genes, which still keep looking forward to eating more. When our energy expenditure is decreasing, we are shifting over from a labor-intensive white collar work, we are shifting over from a field work to a desk work. And now even that desk work is also decreasing with advent of the AI, which was recently presented as robotics. It is high time we take less calories and try to exercise more, something which has not been really taken into account. If you look at the trajectory of weight loss, lifestyle management and exercise are the hallmark, irrespective of whether you take Dr. Ajay Agarwal's Munjaro, or you take a diet of Dr. Vandana, or you get operated by Dr. Sudhir. It doesn't matter. You have to stick to the basics of lifestyle modification and exercise. Because the problem does not lie in the gut, it lies in the brain. So as Dr. Setu very rightly said, if you trample with the GI tract every time by either doing GI surgery or trying to put in different type of denudation of the base lifestyle, the teacher start with lifestyle, having a diet, a trip with Rajawal to have some reduction of weight and finally maintain it at low continuous and the calories. I think that teamwork, everybody has stressed upon it. Without it, we are going to land up in the last point, which I am Dr. You did show a very good case articles and the Amsterdam's modification. Good health issue. That is not in hand. The plan. Nobody talks of healthy food. Why should everybody be on the diet? If that is built around dreamy stage we mentioned, then I think fall back up Vana's diet, Ajay Agarwal's only the surgery.
Sir, can I make a comment? All the I would like to say, the situation is that we can't always get these medicines. This prescribes this medicine and to whom it is fed, and for consent and with all the benefits shared with the medicine is those side effects. We have what are the benefits? Thank you.
Questions for the vice questions? We can take one Q.
That is how I think very proudly I can say that Ganga Hospital. We have a patient who has a checkup done, and every patient who has under a weight loss program, whether it is medical, or nutrition, whether the weight loss is muscle loss, and we tell them to go to a yoga center, we send them to the physiotherapy center, so that a very holistic attitude is. It has to be a healthy weight loss. So that's our motto in Gangaram Hospital, that please aim for a healthy weight. Thank you.
Thank you for such a scintillating session. Everyone to please be seated for the inaugural ceremony.
So, can you have your attention, please? Now we'll have the inauguration ceremony. I'll request the Gulmohar coordinators to please stop the Gulmohar hall so that we can proceed with the single hall inauguration ceremony here.
So we can start?
Yeah.
The capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sir Gangaram Hospital, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the annual SGRH CME, which is a platform that reflects our shared commitment to excellence, ethical practice, and continuous medical education. It is because of all of you that we are gathered here today, and we continue to strive for the same. We are honored to have all of you with us, and also an eminent panel of dignitaries who have significantly contributed to clinical practice, academics, and leadership in medicine. We thank you all again. May I now request our respected dignitaries to kindly take their seats on the dais. Our chief guest, Dr. Girish Tyagi, sir. Please, sir. The President, DMA. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Rana, sir, who is the Chairman, Board of Management, Sir Gangaram Chairman, Trust, Sir Gangaram Hospital. Dr. Ajay Swaroop, sir, who is the Chairman, Board of Management, Sir Gangaram Hospital. And Dr. Sanjay Manchanda, sir, who is the organizing chairperson of this CME. We also warmly acknowledge our dignitaries of the dais. Dr. Bhalla, sir, who's the Honorary Secretary, Board of Management, Gangaram Hospital. Dr. Jaya Sood, ma'am, who's the Vice Chairperson, Board of Management, Gangaram Hospital. Dr. Ashwini, let's have the applause coming, please. Dr. Ashwini Dalmia. Now, we'd like to proceed with the felicitation of dignitaries as a mark of our respect and gratitude for their invaluable contribution and time today, and of course, their continuous guidance to all of us. So to start with, I'd like to invite Dr. Shweta Mittal, ma'am, to please felicitate Dr. Girish Tyagi, sir. Dr. Neeti Tiwari, ma'am, to please felicitate Dr. Rana, sir. Dr. Tinku, ma'am, to please felicitate Dr. Swaroop, sir. And Dr. Sunita Bijarnia ma'am to please felicitate Dr. Sanjay Manchanda sir. Next, I'd request Shweta ma'am to please felicitate Jaya ma'am. Dr. Neeti ma'am to please felicitate Bhalla sir. Dr. Sunita ma'am to please felicitate Ashwini Dalmia sir. And Shweta ma'am to please felicitate Neelam Lekhi ma'am. To invoke the blessings for wisdom, knowledge, and learning, we begin this academic journey with Saraswati Vandana. And also, I'd request our dignitaries to please proceed for lamp lighting, symbolizing enlightenment, learning, and the pursuit of excellence. I'd invite all seniors in the audience to please come for lamp lighting, please, sir. Jaya ma'am, Bhalla sir, Neelam ma'am, Satnam sir, Johari sir, Dr. Anil Arora, please. P.S. Gupta sir. Beotra sir is also here. Beotra sir, please come for lamp lighting. Sharda Jain ma'am, if please come. Dr. Anil Agarwal sir, please join. We now like to invite our esteemed dignitaries to share their thoughts and guidance. Can we have a huge round of applause for Dr. Manchanda, sir, who has worked day in, day out for organizing this conference. So please come and address the esteemed gathering.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Girish Tyagi, Dr. D.S. Rana, sir, esteemed Chairman of the Trust Board, Sir Ganga Ram Hospital, Dr. Ajay Swarup, respected Chairman of the Board of Management, Sir Ganga Ram Hospital, our special guests, Dr. Neelam Lekhi and Dr. Ashwin Dalmia, and Dr. Neelam Lekhi is the President-elect of the DMA, distinguished faculty, dear colleagues, and fellow delegates. On behalf of the CME committee, it gives me immense pleasure to privilege to welcome you all to this continuing medical education program. We are extremely thankful to Dr. D.S. Rana and Dr. Ajay Swarup, because the thing is, without their support, this was not possible. And all our chairmen, and especially Dr. Rana and Dr. Swarup, they have always been forthcoming and have always helped us do whatever we wanted to do. Thank you very much for that, sir. Now, continuing medical education is not merely an academic formality. It is a professional responsibility. Medicine is a constantly evolving science, and as a general medical practitioners, you remain the backbone of the healthcare system, the first point of contact, the first healer, and often the most trusted advisor to the patients and their families. Programs like the CME are designed to bridge knowledge gaps, update clinical practices, and translate evidence into day-to-day practice of the patient care. Today's scientific session has been carefully curated to be practical, relevant, and applicable to the real-world clinic scenarios. I encourage all the delegates to actively participate, ask questions, share experiences, because learning is most meaningful when it is interactive. I would like to place on record my sincere appreciation to the faculty, to the organizers and volunteers who have worked tireless to make the CME a reality. And I need to specially thank my fellow colleague, that is Dr. Neeraj Dhamija, who is the secretary of our CME organization, who has been standing like a rock with me and has helped me realize my vision for the CME. With these words, I once again welcome all the dignitaries and delegates and wish everyone a stimulating, enriching, and successful academic experience. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So, as you all know that this has been 15th annual CME, I would now call upon organizing co-chairperson Dr. Tinku Bali, who has been part of the last 14 from the beginning of inception of this CME concept. Dr. Tinku, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. All the dignitaries on the dais, seniors in front, and all my dear friends and colleagues. So it's such a pleasure to see you all once again. And the CME started way back 17 years ago. We didn't have CMEs during the COVID time. That was the only time we didn't have. And over the years, the CME has grown from strength to strength. So every year, it's so good to see old familiar faces amongst the audience. You all have become almost like family to us. And this time, I also see a lot of new faces. So welcome to the Ganga Ram family. The CME not only aspires to give you an update of new cutting-edge technology, give you a lot of practical pearls for your practice, but also help you to forge new bonds of comradeship with all the doctors in Ganga Ram Hospital. So I do hope that this is a very fruitful CME for you all. I hope you get to learn a lot of new things and also to make new connections that will endure through times. So welcome and thank you all for your presence here this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we'd like to invite our leading light, Dr. Ajay Swaroop sir, who's the Chairman Board of Management, Gangaram Hospital, for his words.
Honorable Dr. Girish Tyagi, President of DMA, and a very, very close friend, personally as well as a close friend of Gangaram Hospital. Dr. D.S. Rana, he needs no introduction, Chairman, Sir Gangaram Trust Society, and a guiding force for the hospital since many, many years, and is going to continue for many, many years, I hope. Dr. Sanjay Manchanda, there was a need to change the organizing committee, and the first name that came to our mind was Dr. Manchanda. He is a very well-read person. He's a all-rounder, and if you give him a responsibility, this is the result. And I'm very thankful to him and to Dr. Dhamija and his team. They have organized this in a beautiful way. And of course, ultimately, any conference or any depends on the participants, on the delegates. This CME, as you have heard, is the 15th, and it's been going on for the last 17 years. And I'm sure there are people sitting in the audience who have been attending all the CMEs, and this is what we aim for. This is basically a family outreach. We have always tried to involve all our practicing physicians, specialists in and around Gangaram to interact with us, to know what we are doing, how we are doing, what sort of ethical work we practice, and to keep abreast of what is happening in medicine. As you are all aware, Gangaram is there for more than, and we've successfully tried to maintain our ethical healthcare giving free. And it gives me great pride when people say that Gangaram can be a hospital and not a healthcare industry. And that is we aim. That is our aim, that we continue and we continue as a hospital. If we have the support of you, and is all of us love each other. We think you know many more things. You are, as it has been said, you have the first contact with the patient, and that is what things get. When patient dies, it reaches us. We almost want this to be done. It is your job most difficult when you first interact with patient. So that was the reason when it was 18 years ago, that so that we learn from you what problems that you face. We impart some knowledge we have. So again, I welcome all of you to the 17th CME. Hope you share the effort have gone in the scientific program and a hearty meal after. So very much.
Thank you, Sir Always. I'd like to invite Dr. D.S. Rana, Center of Mentors, always see hope with.
Chief guest, dear friend, Board of Management, the Sanjay Manchanda, my who was great friend, and all delegates, many, I can see teachers or teachers, we must say compliment of so many professors, PS got third generation sitting here, and a lot of senior Gangaram and not Gangaram sitting. My regards to all of you, and all of you. Happy that you act, you know. So that only shows everything I've said about CMEs. A little bit about Sargam. No, all of you know about it. There are some young people also. You must know Gangaram Hospital is the they are the customer. But as guidance and support, the hospital run by board of, but with the head of Parliament. Now we had taken over responsibility of the hospital. So he's the main person, and other three people sitting in the front. The board of the hospital, doctor-friendly hospital, friendly hospital, and you know, I just told you that we feel very happy people see the hospital, and we are compared with this, and rightly so. Do not be paid by ethical healthcare, cutting edge. We are the first to acquire every technology in Australia now. what we emphasize on medical education and research. You had to know that we have 930 beds, and we have got 150 more beds of hospital. And we have got our DB program in even only 51 or 52%. Many of the programs on national board have been devised by our faculty, and we are the largest number one center of the country as far as DNB program is concerned. Students in various specialties. Not only to learn English from next department, we invest heavily on lakes and this academic. And hopefully, everything goes well. Then in the coming years, Ganga will be having a medical institute duly recognized for MDMS, or we will be having at least medical college, that our aim next time, So with this, this is just small introduction about Ganga Hospital, just to give little introduction about Gangaram also to many people, though you may not be knowing about this, With these few words, all people have about is a very, very important part. Because today especially they have become very important when patients are very, they expect a lot from you, and they expect everything from you. So and in CMEs, people, though you're listening, they learn, the people are learning. It's both fair learning. With these few words, thank you very much, but must congratulate. Now, this was done by Dr. Harsmansla, who just recently retired, and Dr. Rajendra Pappal, did it successfully. And now Dr. Sanjay Majanda had taken over. He's a very good person, and he's had Dr. Very good person. And I was very impressed to see the slide. Heartiest congratulations to you. Heartiest congratulations to the Board of Management and his chairman. Thank you much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words, as always. Last but not the least, we invite our Chief Guest for today, Dr. Girish Tyagi, sir, whose role in DMA we know about. He's a prominent person. He's a staunch advocate for patient rights, ethical practices, and has been involved in taking a lot of action. Welcome, sir, and we are honored to have you here today. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. Dr. Rajas Group, Dr. Damija, who are heading the CM committee. The experience of Dr. Sanjay Mantanja and the youth of Dr. Damija will take care of CMA, which is, of course, Gangaram CMA is much awaited CMA. People wait for the date when this is going to be held, and for the months together, they are waiting for that CMA because of the content, because of the speaker, because of the latest development, and of course, we know Dr. Bhalla, Dr. Jayashree, Dr. Beutra, and all other senior faculty, which is of the Gangaram Hospital, which is very close to us. And I'm assessed whenever I come to Gangaram Hospital or to any hospital for a lecture or something like that, I always say that Gangaram Hospital is the only hospital which is doing purely a service. As Dr. Joseph told that it is not a healthcare industry, it is a hospital. And it is a hospital which is doctor friendly. Faculty of the Gangaram Hospital, we rarely see that faculty of a hospital, कॉर्पोरेट हॉस्पिटल हम देखते हैं कि आज इस हॉस्पिटल में थोड़ा सा इंक्रीमेंट मिला, दूसरे हॉस्पिटल में भाग गए. गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल, द फैकल्टी which is there, rarely we have seen that the faculty of the Gangaram hospital going to for another hospital, because they are convinced safety is there of the doctors also, and of course the patients are much more satisfied, as we have seen that the 1000 beds are there Gangaram hospital. Every time जब DS राणा से या अजय स्वरूप से सिफारिश करनी होती है बेड के लिए कि सर बेड दिला दो सर, एक बड़ा पेशेंट है, नीडी है, चाहे वो ऑल ओवर इंडिया, वी हैव सीन दैट पीपल्स आर वेटिंग फॉर द बेड, दे आर वेटिंग फॉर डेज कि हमारे को ऑपरेशन तो गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल में कराना है, चाहे वो डॉक्टर जोहरी हैं, चाहे अनिल अग्रवाल हैं, चाहे वो हमारे ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन और के हैं, या CAD के लिए स्टेंट भी वहीं पे. So we have seen that people are waiting and they just don't want to go to any other hospital except the Gangaram hospital because of their satisfaction, because they know that the patient safety is there, patient's role is there. So I must compliment Dr. DS Rana, Dr. Ajay Swaroop, and all the faculty who has taken the Gangaram to so much heights for that matter. My request to Dr. DS Rana, Ajay Swaroop ki सर इसको तो मेडिकल कॉलेज में काफ़ी टाइम पहले ही हो जाना चाहिए था. बिल्कुल सर, हम तो बिल्कुल आपके साथ हैं, बिल्कुल, बिकॉज द कंटेंट इज़ देयर. इतना अच्छा बेड्स वहाँ पर है, फुल बेड है, और रिसर्च यहाँ पर हो रही है, एवरीथिंग इज़ देयर. वी हैव सीन दैट 52 DNB courses are there, and first priority of the any DNB student is to approach the Gangaram hospital. कि मेरा hospital Gangaram, first priority is the Gangaram hospital. So such is the fate of Gangaram hospital. नहीं, चलो, maybe the government should think over it कि इसको एक मेडिकल कॉलेज में कन्वर्ट करें, नॉट फॉर गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल की उसके लिए, बट फॉर द पेशेंट रोल, पेशेंट सेफ्टी के लिए, पेशेंट सेटिस्फेक्शन के लिए, पब्लिक सोसाइटी के लिए, फॉर एवरीथिंग इज देयर. दैट इतनी अच्छी फैकल्टी कहीं मिलेगी नहीं, इतना लोड कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. डॉक्टर DS राणा ने ट्राई कर रहे थे, डॉक्टर अजय स्वरूप कर रहे थे, एंड वी फ्रॉम द दिल्ली मेडिकल एसोसिएशन, डॉक्टर नीलम लेखी इज देयर, डॉक्टर पोदार इज देयर, एंड पूनम गोयल इज देयर. सो वी विल थिंक दैट all Delhi medical fraternity should support Gangaram Hospital in achieving that medical college is being run by the Gangaram Hospital. We support you, and we will pray for it that it comes soon, sir. And of course, we have seen that CMEs nowadays, the patients are more aware ones. They came prepared whenever they're going to the hospital, and treatments are going costly. Because of that, litigations are more, so we have to be very careful about the consent and the documentation. Dr. A.K. Bhalla was there with the Delhi Medical Council. We have seen that the complaints are being filed against the doctors and the hospital for silly issues like communication. We as doctors are not able to communicate with our patients or the society, and sometimes we are not documenting. So but we have seen that Delhi Medical Council was there for 17, 18 years. Against Gangaram Hospital, very minimal number of complaints. Of course, you cannot avoid the patients or the relatives to file a complaint, but there is no conviction against the government hospital, Gangaram Hospital, whether a license was removed for a doctor for that matter. So it is a compliment to Gangaram Hospital that they have done so much of things. And my best wishes to Gangaram Hospital, Dr. Manchanda, who is our from the same medical college. I know him so many years. He was few years junior to us. And my best compliment to Dr. Manchanda and the other team members, so that they continue that work which the previous team was doing. Once again, thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon. Before we commence with the award ceremony, I would like to request Dr. D.S. Rana and Dr. Swaroop to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Girish Tyagi. Chief guest. Our chief guest, Dr. Girish Tyagi. Now I would like to request Dr. Rana and Dr. Swaroop to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Neelam Lekhi. Please join us on stage.
Please, can we have a round of applause?
A big round of applause for our esteemed guests.
स्क्रीन पे डाल के दिखाइए एक बारी, हाँ प्लीज, वो गुड प्रैक्टिस अवार्ड.
Now I would like to request Dr. Sanjay Manchanda sir to felicitate Dr. Rana. And Dr. Manchanda will felicitate Dr. Swaroop.
Now for a special award ceremony.
Now, as we begin our special award ceremony, general practitioners are the backbone of our healthcare system, the first point of contact, steady hand, and often silent problem solvers. Today, these Good Practice Awards recognize clinicians who go beyond routine care, showing consistency, competence, and clinical excellence in everyday practice. This award is a tribute to dedication that may not always make headlines, but makes profound difference in patient levels. It is our honor to acknowledge and celebrate such exceptional work. I would like to invite all our dignitaries on the dais to felicitate our first recipient, Dr. Ajay Dhawan. Sir, please could you join us on stage? Alphabetical.
Next one.
Next. दे दो डॉक्टर अजय ठीक है ठीक है दे दो अवार्ड दे दो लाइन्स वाला ठीक है ठीक है हाँ MM आनंद
डॉक्टर
हाँ डॉक्टर MM आनंद Dr. MM Anand, sir, please could you join us on stage? Let's have a round of applause. Please keep the applause going. We have a lot of awards. Next is Dr. Gaurav Nijhara. Sir, please join us on stage.
Dr. Gaurav Nijhara.
Dr. S.K. Podar. The applause mustn't die down. Louder, please. Dr. S.K. Podar. Dr. B.B. Mittal. Dr. B.B. Mittal. I think he's not there.
ठीक है डॉक्टर
SK
एसके नागरानी अभी ये बोलेंगे कुछ कह रहे थे हाँ प्लीज सर यू वांट टू से समथिंग
Sir, with your permission, I would like to say a few things. First, I am attending this Gangaram annual CME 14th time in last 14 years. I have attended all the CMEs because I am from the grassroots worker of the IMA and I am contesting for the post of President-elect this year. This platform should not have been used for this purpose, but because my opponent has used it, so I have to say it. I am past president of IMA South Delhi branch. I am past secretary of DMA and past senior vice president of DMA, grassroots worker. I seek your support. And sir, one thing more. I must praise Gangaram Hospital. I'm not because you are giving me an award. I've attended all the CMEs. I have seen all 14 CME full of delegates. And when we talk of ethical practice, we always feel Gangaram Hospital is an example. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सर थैंक यू सॉरी सर
Okay. Coming back to the award ceremony. Next is Dr. S.K. Nagrani. Sir, please join us on stage. A huge round of applause, please. The applause mustn't die down. I request Dr. Rakesh Julka to be ready next. Dr. Rakesh Julka? नहीं है. Dr. G.S. Kohli? Sir, I would like you to come near the stage. Dr. G.S. Kohli, sir, please join us on stage. Dr. Sushil Kumar Taneja. Dr. Sushil Kumar Taneja. Dr. S.K. Tyagi. Dr. S.K. Tyagi. Dr. Shamik Chakravarti.
प्लीज
डॉक्टर हाँ हाँ डॉक्टर एस के त्यागी का दे दो
डॉक्टर शामिक चतुर्वेदी
डॉक्टर शामिक चक्रवर्ती एंड एस के त्यागी हाँ डॉक्टर क्षितिज बाली डॉक्टर क्षितिज बाली सर प्लीज ज्वाइन अस Dr. J.K. Sharma. Next, J.K. Sharma.
संदीप दत्ता ने
Dr. Sandeep Datta. Next, we have Dr. J.K. Sharma. Please, a hard round of applause. Dr. Sandeep Datta. Dr. Sharda Jain.
प्रकाश चंद्र गिरा जी लास्ट
हाँ ये लास्ट में डॉक्टर शारदा जैन
डॉक्टर प्रकाश चंद्र गिरा
डॉक्टर प्रकाश चंद्र गेरा डॉक्टर प्रकाश चंद्र गेरा डॉक्टर श्यामा बत्रा इधर से डॉक्टर श्यामा बत्रा
डॉक्टर शमा बत्रा प्लीज
A round of applause, please. Okay, so this commences our Good Practice Awards. I would like to congratulate all the awardees. And now we move on to the early birds after this.
Early bird prizes.
So the first was Dr. A.K. Kapoor, who came in at 7:45 a.m. Dr. A.K. Kapoor, who joined in at 7:45 a.m. He's our early bird, truly. Then we have Dr. Amit Kumar Saha, who was just a minute behind at 7:46. Very close call. Dr. Amit Kumar Saha, sir, please join us. And he was closely followed by Dr. G.S. Bansal, who came in at 7:50. I think the enthusiasm for the CME was quite high. But let's have some enthusiasm in the round of applauses as well. A huge clapping. Then we have Dr. Satish Gupta, who came in at the same time, so it's a tie for 7:50. Dr. Satish Gupta. Then we have Dr. P.H. Diwan at 8 a.m., sharp dot at 8 a.m., along with Dr. Pinto Kumar and Dr. A.K. Rastogi at 8:01. So please join us.
Thank you all for coming right in time so that we can start our scientific program in time, which is absolutely necessary for such kind of forums. So we decided to have lucky draws. I believe everyone has already put their names for the lucky draw. No? No one? So it was digital. As soon as you entry, it is here in my phone. So we have some artificial intelligence in this also. So this year we're going to have a digital lucky draw, and it's there on your screen right behind. So we'll be having two draws, 10 lucky draws first and 10 at the end of the session. So we'll be commencing with first 10 lucky draws.
Dr. Vikram Chitoda. Dr. Chitoda, our first lucky draw winner.
We'll save the name, even if they're not here, they've attended. Sir.
Dr. Sushil Kumar Garg. Sir, are you here? Dr. Rabia. Third time's a charm. Ajay, Ajay.
We have the first physical lucky draw in digital world. Price law, lucky draw, boलो. आजो. Please.
IIT Dr. Congratulations. You are the yes.
Dr. Somdat Sharma. Sir, are you here? Dr. T. Naresh Kumar. Dr. P.C. Pava. Dr. Sneh Mahajan. Dr. Kamal Dhingra.
These are the first 10 lucky winners. Next 10 lucky winners will be at the end of this session. So now time on my side, and I sincerely thank all of you for your success. Without the possible leadership plan, Dr. Roop had possible. Thanks, Dr. Tyagi, for your invite. And the man behind every planning and execution, Dr. Manchanda. I don't think if he was not there, we would not have been able to do this. And organizing members at the back end staff, Madhu,